Guys, that is absolute monster. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I was really surprised when he decided to take it, because a lot of times them big dogs like that, they just give me the old stink eye. All right, guys. That is an awesome way to start out the video, guys. Well, I'm out at a place, some of you probably will notice with the whalehead there, and you might know. It's not a secret, but don't ask me where it's at. If you know, you know. But anyway, guys, I'm not even gonna stake down. He's so big, I don't want to stake down. Besides, he's pulling me back over where I just came from. But that rascal, he's gonna probably be a throwback. I know I'm hyping him up so big and watching him be about 24, but he just looked big to me. But we're in a super high tide situation. I remember this whole, I've not really been here a ton of times, but I do remember one time I was here and I couldn't get here. I couldn't go up in this little hole at all, hardly, with my kayak. And of course the tide was down low that day. Oh, okay. Oh, he is a good one though. But come on, don't. But oh, look at that monster. He's oversized, I would almost bet. So he ain't my favorite, but he's my favorite to catch, kinda. But I like them ones that I can take. But I know you guys, a lot of you guys said, man, don't focus on just 3. Get you some big ones or something. I don't know. I don't understand that. See, I used to be a commercial fisherman. For 40 years, I mean, we didn't catch fish unless we had some place to go with them. And although I never sell no fish at all, but there's never a fish that goes to waste that I take, because if I don't enjoy them, my sister likes them, and my neighbors that are in their 80s, they used to go fishing all the time, and they love them. And I had people comment, so you can't give your fish to other people. Well, I got to reading up a little more, and yes you can. Yes you can. I could even give a fish away that I catch right here. There's a form they have you fill out, and you sign it, and you can give them that fish right on the water. So anyway, but I just enjoy sharing my blessings with others. But I'm not going to be able to share this blessing with others other than you guys got to be able to see this fella caught. This is a monster. Come here, fella. I'm going to turn you right back. See, don't break off until we measure you. Plus, I don't want to lose my lure. I'm a little tight wad. All right. Look at that big old beast. That is all right. I need to get that out of the way. All right, what do we got here? Well, oh, can't reach up there. 29 and a half. 29 and a half incher. I knew he was gonna be too big. Oh, and a heavy rascal. You a heavy dude. You heavy. All right. Ha. Well, you get back. Oh, well, he just wanted to go. All right, well, he's gone. He gone. Now, I'm hoping to hook on to some keepers, which we just barely started. So I have a lot of confidence in today, even though we have a high tide. And whoa, that's 100 yards over there, and I just saw a red swipe through the water after something. Surely did, guys. Make sure this thing's swimming good. The one thing about these lures, you need to always rake it through the water and make sure it's swimming good, because if that knot's a little over to one side or whatever, it'll just do loop-de-loops. But if you get it right, she just swims so pretty. But all right, fellas, that was good. I'm gonna try to track back across where I started, where I caught him cross over on that bank and then go down. There's some shallower water up that way. That was my theory today. We kind of got an east wind, and there's a shallow lake it's about maybe 6-8 inches shallower than the lakes out that direction in these marshes. So I'm hoping that when I get over there with the sun up high, I can see fish like I saw this guy. Even though he was down about 18 inches under the water, I still could see him good, but he didn't seem to see me. All right, guys, let's move on. Guys, I just seen a redfish. He's over there past all this trees. I don't even know if I want to throw at him, but if he runs the right way, we might. Where'd he go? Where is he? Oh, there he is. There he is. There he is. Oh, and he swam out. Okay, good deal. Good deal. All right. He won't seem to be that big, but that hole we were just in was right there. And my favorite hole of all these places is right up there. I really hate to spook them unless this one is a keeper, and he feels heavy enough to be a keeper, but he's not super large. But yeah, almost every time I've ever been here, right around that point, there's just wads of them every single time. I don't think I've ever been here when there wasn't. But this whole bank, normally they like to work. Oh, and he throwed it. Oh my goodness. Well, I don't think they throw it out. You tear it out is what happens. You barely have a little skin. Oh man, I hate that, guys. I hate it. But that's okay. Drag your bait, make sure she's doing good. Let's get up there. Maybe we didn't scare them all right around that point, but it was still cool anyway. But that gummit, we should have had that. Should have been #1 keeper. I think he would have been a good one. I don't think he didn't feel like one real big, but so maybe it's good that he got off. But I might catch some bigger ones later, or we might not catch another one all day. Oh my. Should I put it in my video? Of course, you guys want to see whenever I fail, because we all fail at times. All right, let's stop jacking jaws and let's get after it. Let's see if there's anything up there around this point. All right, that's just for fun, but I can tell you he's probably oversized too. Oh, he was busting along that bank. I don't know how much of this I'll put in there. I kind of liked it. I kind of put a little more ahead of the hookup in a video or two where it's just kind of quiet, and I'm kind of like, I don't know if you guys would like that or not, but I mean, that's part of the stalking. I mean, he first blew up there, then he blew up there, blew up around the corner, and then I sat there and throwed at him. There was one about this size swim down that creek just when I was coming into here, and I just dropped it down, and I thought he would take it, and he didn't. This guy might not be oversized. He might be just a good keeper. You know, they're so plump and fat this time of year that they look a lot bigger. Oh, settle down, fella. Settle down. Settle down. Don't you? I'm just letting him kind of work down a little bit. I hadn't seen how he's hooked yet. I'm almost had a visual. Do we got a visual? Yes, we have a visual. All right. Oh, he's hooked it on top of the mouth. He won't tear out, but he might break my line. Back in the day when we used to trot line catfish, you didn't want to, if he was hooked hard in the hard top of his mouth, you had to be real careful because they run and they'd break your line easier. But if they're hooked in a corner of their mouth, it's more fleshy, and for some reason it wouldn't snap your staging as easy. So these here top of the mouth, these guys are like, yeah, doing it. He ain't that big. Well, he is that big, but I don't know. Let's just see. We'll take the mystery away here in a second. He's thick. He's so wide. I mean, but I don't know. That might give a different view on how long he is. Well, he's not that long. He's 24 and a half. If you bent the tail, you could get 25. But look how fat he is. You was a big old hog, wasn't you? You was making all kinds of ruckus up there. Well, I don't ever weigh these reds. I don't know how much they weigh, but this rascal is pretty heavy. Pretty heavy. And we're fishing again with my old faithful number 24 from H&H. All right, fellas, we just got into this little duck pond type situation here. We hadn't really got to the big lake. I don't even know where it's at. I've only been through here one time in my kayak, and so you know how long that's been. I've been fishing off this thing for a year, maybe going on second year. So it's been a while since I've been back here. There's something busting up in that corner over there. All right, no more jaw jacking. Let's just get over there and see what it is. Right, fellas, I think he's too big. That seems to be the theme of the day. I think he might be too big, but he's gonna be fun anyway. All right, fella. Oh, well, we finally made it to this lake. I don't remember where I left you guys off at. Let me think. Oh yeah, yeah. We just caught that little football. He wasn't little, but he was plump. This might be kind of the same way. I mean, they look so different this time of year than all summer. I mean, they so thick. Yeah, he don't look that long, but he's thick. I can't see where the hook is hooked at. I hope it's got some pretty good meat on it. It's all the way in his mouth, but I can't tell which way it's turned or anything. And that's always a dangerous situation. Not dangerous, it's just you making losing. But I guess if I had a net, but I like doing it this way just because it's just, you getting a net, you always tangle up something in a net. I don't know how many times I've casted back and hooked into the net. I don't like that. But when it comes to trout and flounder, you need a net. Oh, what was that? He spit up something. I don't know what all that was. But now he don't look super large. Maybe he'll be a keeper. But there has been something big. I mean huge walking around in this water. I don't know if you guys can see. But them steps are super far apart. And I followed them all the way down this bank. They make a circle right here. And I don't know what that is. Some kind of varmint out here that's pretty darn huge. I'm thinking a giant hog. Probably a big old boar, because his steps are, what is that, like 2 feet apart. You know, a small pig would be kind of close together, and if it was a person walking, I thought, well, maybe it's a person wading around back here and left them big old prints. And but no, I think it's some kind of animal. This guy's sure bleeding bad, and I didn't. Wow, he is bleeding terribly bad, and I did not hook him deep. I'm not sure why he's bleeding that bad. I guess it don't matter. He's 24 inches, and that's just perfect for my box. My box fits 40 or 24 inches in it pretty good. Well, fella, I don't know where. Must have hit a vein in that tongue. I think that's what it is. But yeah, he's not a pretty sight right now. But he's gonna be a prettier sight on my plate. All right, fellas, that's number 2. And let's see if we can look across country and see where we started. I think we started right over there where that little wellhead was. And we kind of wormed around a little duck pond, and then a little ditch comes around here. But I have this whole bank up here kind of paddling against the wind. That's good, because then when you get ready to come home, you're paddling down. All right, let's move on, see what else we can get into. All right, fellas, might have got number 3 in this fine little duck pond. I made a wrong turn. Man, I got messed up on my memory. I was going one place and I ended up another place. Sometimes it's worth it. But this place got some reds in it. Of course, the conditions are right to see them down deep. They're normally probably here all the time, and I just couldn't see them because of the, you have to have the sun up high, and you got to have the water at least a little bit clear. It's not real clear water either. But I think that's to my benefit. I can see them, but they're not seeing me quite as good. Although I had a couple of smarties, man, that big ones too, in this hole that kind of sniffed, run at it and whatever, but would not take it. In fact, I just got through throwing at one like that. I don't know how much ahead of this guy I'll put, but he wouldn't take it. But even right before that one, there was another one that did the same thing. So, but this is a nice rascal. He'll work. He'll work like a little football. All right, fella. How long might you be? Man, all 3 of them been about the same. About 24. That's good. That's just good fish. All right. Yeah, this one been, he turned his tail, 24 on the money. He will work. All right, guys. Now he's thick, but up in here, but he kind of narrows out towards the back. He's not as thick all the way through as some, but he's still a heavy fish. He ain't getting throwed back, even though I think we could mess around and get more. I hadn't been here super long, but I really don't want to go over this ground a ton unless I need a limit, because I don't want to stir them up too much. I want to be able to come back maybe in a day or so, because this is awesome ground. And this time of year we normally get a lot of north and east winds, and so this is one of the few spots that I can come during the north and east wind, so I don't want to overdo it. So that's why I'm gonna get on out of here, guys. But anyway, just one more nice look at this little feller, and want to say God bless. Hey, I'm gonna put that link to these shoes again in the description. I mean, I didn't really, they didn't say to do it more than one video, but man, I'm still loving these shoes. I figure y'all might want a pair, so I'm gonna leave that link. I don't know how long the code to get 30% off is gonna be there, but it would be worth it even without the 30% off. So I'll pop the link down. It don't hurt. It don't cost me nothing to do it. All right, fellas, we will talk to y'all guys later. God bless.